conversion with a gain of 28. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. They still can't get it. Getting it out left side to Sanu. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Ryan. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Get up!
On third down, Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, Ryan dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've cut it down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The give is to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
There we go. Wide, ain't it? Start there, over there. Over there. Start there.
On third down, Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Get up! Gun!
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do.
That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Get up! 11.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
22.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Ryan. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense Offense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First and 10 at the 40. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott to throw it. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
41's the will.
They come out here in the I. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. Extra. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon.
20.
Now Ryan on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Left.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. The left side completion to Jones. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 11 more on that one and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And incomplete there. A nice hit.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On third and goal, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backward. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Randy Gregory. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
coming now. Here we go. Wide 80.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to take this. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Jones has it, and he's taken down inside the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He goes underneath to Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for some to take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Here's Ryan. Just keeping the play alive. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of a football league, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.